From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Set for football now on a rainy Sunday afternoon. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense did.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Ward. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. They'll run this with Homer. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's a give up the middle. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Going on the ground with Homer. He's going to be marked down very close to the 1st down marker marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. An audible here to get a new look. They'll go for it. It's Spears. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. Here's Achane to start the drive. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. A give, running right, Achane. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4. This now a 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We're scoreless after 1. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far, and while you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback. And you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
They go play action here on first down. Looking deep downfield. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Oilers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Back to throw now on first down. Open man is Waddle, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. A quick slant to Hill. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Pretty good throw there by the rookie to move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Ward on 1st and 10. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Rolling to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Oh, they're changing this at the line. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And going deep for Hill. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48. 8-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Ward. And he finds a man on the crossing route. Touchdown! A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Oilers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And now they'll shift things around. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flushed out right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. They bring their punter out there now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. There he goes left side. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Achane gets it from the gun. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. On 1st down, back to Achane. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Achane on the counter. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Now Tua going to change the play.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Achan will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown.
No touchdowns for them in the first half, but their defense kept them in this ball game. So now, maybe this can loosen them up a little because they played tight so far, and they get right back in it with a touchdown run.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Back to throw. Ward. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Ward. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Here's Ward on 1st down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. From the 35, here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Ward. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now Ward from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. This is Homer. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now in Miami. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. From the gun on 3rd down. Moore. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. First throw now for the backup Tua Tagovailoa. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And this is picked up, and he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point attempt to come here.
Now they'll change things up.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Tua going to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and
it'll be intercepted.
And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play?
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted across midfield.
And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety. He often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 19-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
back to throw. Ward, flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Oilers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
To throw on 3rd down. Ward. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Room past the 35.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Wilson's throw complete here to Waller.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw hauled in by Westbrook-Ikhine here.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again here, Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. To throw is Wilson.
This one thrown underneath to Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Wilson.
Throw caught by Achane.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill.
And he will have a Dolphins first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1. And one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Houston, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, they go down to defeat here in the opener.